The Olympians have made it to the promised land. We're at the Honda Center for the CIF Southern Section Toyota Championships. It's the Division II AA Finals against the number 2 seeded Leuzinger Olympians, 25-5, winners of their last 11 in a row, against the number 1 seed Thousand Oaks Lancers, 28-2, winners of their last 18 in a row. Good afternoon from the Honda Center, along with Rufus Washington, Beto, DURAN, RAHSHAUN, HAYLOCK, and the terrific Channel 22 Sports crew. I'm Lou Stowers, and Rufus, well, I tell you what, these Olympians have finally made it to the promised land.
They finally made it, Lou, under the tutelage of head coach Reggie Morris. It's been a 7-year journey to get here. It started 7 years ago with Dorrell Wright and some other guys. It's going to keep going tonight, we'd like to think, with Jerry Evans, DeLon Wright, and a whole crew that have waited a long time to get here.
And these Olympians, Rufus, have not done it the hard way. They have done it, well, by blowing everybody out by almost 28 points a game.
They absolutely have. They play great defense, and they have a great offense, because that defense that you just talked about that has a winning margin on average of 28, they're scoring 88 points on offense over this 4-game playoff run. Look for them to come close to that tonight.
While this is the first time for the Olympians, the Lancers have been here 3 times since 2002, and Beto DURAN will be at the Thousand Oaks sideline.
Thousand Oaks Lancers hoping third time is a charm. They've been to the CIF title game twice, and they failed both times back in 02 and 06. They're a solid program. No real stars here, but 6'7" junior Alex Tiffin is a force down low. On defense, they love to trap, and they love playing good, stifling defense. In the 48 years the school has been open, they have yet to win a CIF title in basketball. Back to you, Lou.
All right, thanks, Beto. The Leuzinger Olympians will be wearing their road red, and as usual, RAHSHAUN HAYLOCK will be on the sideline for the Leuzinger Olympians.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. You know, this is Leuzinger's first ever appearance in a sectional final, and you come here and you're inside the Honda Center and you look up, and behind the backboard, there's no walls. The depth perception, that's a huge key for a high school team playing in big arenas like this. I talked to Coach Reggie Morris before the game, and he said, you know what? You guys are going to have 15 to 20 minutes to get used to it. Hopefully they can get some shots up and get used to it and get into the flow. But at the end of the day, it's going to come down to the defense. And Donnelly Miner shared those sentiments, guys. He said defense is what we pride ourselves on. It's carried us this way all this year, and it's going to carry us today in this game, guys.
Tell you what, Rufus, thanks a lot, RAHSHAUN. We'll be talking to you guys all game long. It's going to be a battle at the big guys and the little guys. It's going to be Jerry Evans versus Alex Tiffin, and Donnelly Miner versus Chris Carter.
Chris Carter and Lopez, but the thing is, you're right. Both of these teams, they pride themselves on their defense, and that's what's going to be interesting, whether this will be a defensive matchup or whether these teams, both of which also like to run, will be able to get out and run. That's certainly what Coach Morris and his Olympians want to do, but they also want to give this Thousand Oaks team a little taste of some of that Leuzinger defense.
All right, well, we've talked about all we can in the pregame show. It's time to tip it off here at the Honda Center. It's the Division II AA Finals at Honda Center, and we'll have the starting lineups and the tip-off right after this. You're watching the CIF Southern Section Toyota Championships on Channel 22 Sports. Back at the Honda Center, the starting lineups for the visiting Leuzinger Olympians. Well, they'll be wearing their visiting reds anyway on a neutral court. Number 2, Jerry Evans, the 6'7" senior forward, and he's a McDonald's All-Star nominee, averaging 15.3 points a game and 7.4 rebounds to lead this team. Number 11, the captain, Larry Dennis, a 5'8" senior guard. Number 15, DeLon Wright, 44% from beyond the arc, the 6'3" junior guard. Number 24, Julian Wheeler, a 6'2" senior guard, has the most three-pointers on this team with 29. And the defensive terminator, Number 32, Donnelly Minor, the 6'2" senior guard. The Olympians are coached by Reggie Morris, assisted by Mike Crumbride, Chris Young, DJ Shady, Grady, Kevin Posey, and Victor Massey. Now for the top-seeded Thousand Oaks Lancers, 28-2, 14-0, first place league in the Marmont League. Here are their starters. Number 4, James Whalen, the 6'3" junior guard, and he averages 5 assists a ball game. Number 15, their point guard, a 6'2" senior, Antonio Lopez, averaging 13 points a game. Number 32, their shooter, the 6'4" senior forward, Chad Kinji. Number 33, the captain, the 6'2" senior. His name is Chris Carter, their slashing guard. And number 34, the big guy in the middle, a 6'7" senior, averaging 13 points and 7 rebounds a game, Alex Tiffin. The Lancers are coached by Richard Endres in his 12th year, assisted by John Moniz and Bill Sanchez, and also want to thank their athletic director, Jason Klinger, for helping us out getting the information on the Lancers. And now, all of the announcements and the starting lineups and the rosters have been made, Rufus. It's time to throw everything out the window and see which team has more game today.
Well, it absolutely is, Lou. It is showtime, as they say. There's nothing else to be said, nothing else to do. It's time to play ball in just a minute. These officials are going to jump it and get this game underway. And we've got an excellent crew working tonight's game. Cornelius Brown from the Inland unit will be the referee of the contest. Working with him is Jeff Arredondo, who's in my unit, I should say, the Long Beach unit. And from the San Gabriel Valley unit is Tim Triplett.
And boy, everyone has commented on your tie tonight. It is, boy, that must be a special one at the top of the pile inside the closet there.
Well, we don't pull this one out except for special occasions. Last time I wore this was 4 years ago. Looks like that's a pretty new one you've got as well.
Oh, well, I got to keep up with you, man.
I think we all put on our Sunday best because this is a Sunday best event.
And there you see the starters here at the Honda Center, formerly known as the Arrowhead Pond of Anaheim, a terrific facility for basketball as well as hockey and, of course, concerts as well. And what an opportunity for these kids. Jerry Evans about ready to take the tip-off against Alex Tippin. He said, man, I feel like I'm in the NBA.
Opportunity of a lifetime.
Tip is won by the Lancers, and here they come. Antonio Lopez already starting to slow it down. They like to pressure you. Man-to-man defense shown by the Olympians, as they will all game long. Tiffin, his shot is short. Rebound is picked up by Carter. And James Whalen averaging 5 assists a ball game, Rufus. Now the backdoor play up and in by Antonio Lopez.
Lopez, one of the leading players for this Thousand Oak Lancer team. Leuzinger, of course, likes to feel their opponent out, so don't be surprised if they start just a little bit slow.
2-3 defense shown by the Lancers early. They like to pressure you, but right now they've gone into the zone knowing that can really befuddle the Olympians. But they've really been patient and cracked that zone defense this year.
They absolutely did. Glendora did the same thing in the semifinal game. There you see Wheeler on the board with the follow.
Big follow, big rebound as Julian went high into the air to finish that one off. All tied up at 2. Bringing the ball up as the Lancers, and Chad Kinji also has a sophomore brother on this team. Don't know if we'll see him or not. Hopefully we won't. Chris Carter has a 3-point shot. In and out. Rebound is taken by Carter. Puts it up and in. Original shot put up by Antonio Lopez.
Oh, and for Carter to be listed as 6'2", wow, he really skied to get that rebound.
Now, I was looking at all the 6-footers on this team. As a shot from the baseline won't go down. Rebound is off by the Lancers, and back they come, looking to expand their lead. No-look pass underneath to Tiffin. And we have a foul, and we're going the other way. That's a whistle.
That looks like it may have been a violation.
Some sort of a violation. Maybe stepped right in front of Reggie Morris.
Nice looking sweater, Reggie. I think everybody put on their Sunday clothes today, Lou.
That's it. Even Beto DURAN looks good today.